You can do this with one of these cameras. I'll show you how a little later. The GoPro Hero 11 Black, the DJI Osmo Action 3, and the Insta360 X3 are the big three action cameras. They each have pros and cons. In this video, I'm going to cover each one to help you decide which camera is right for you. Let's start with the DJI Osmo Action 3, the direct competitor to the GoPro Hero 11. The standard combo starts at $329, and with that you get one battery. DJI claims you can get 160 minutes of use out of their battery. I can't say I've gotten 160 minutes, but I have used it when I'm out all day shooting, recording on and off, and I've never had any battery issues, so it does do pretty well. You also get the quick release adapter, and this is a really cool feature. It uses magnets along with clips to secure the camera to whatever you want to mount it to, and it is really tight. A really cool innovation by DJI, kind of taking that technology from the Action 2. You also get this protective vertical and horizontal frame. So the purpose of this is that you can put the camera into it and have it sitting horizontally. But let's say you have it attached to your helmet. You want to shoot some vertical video for social media, for Instagram, TikTok. You flip the camera up and you're ready to go and shoot a vertical video. You get an extra rubber lens protector. It doesn't protect the lens from scratching. It fits along the outside to provide a little extra protection. The lens is removable. You get the flat adhesive mounting plate with a locking screw and a USB-C cable. There are several additional combo packs you can choose from. The prices range from $378 to $439. The best value, in my opinion, it would be the Adventure combo, because you get a total of 3 batteries and a portable charger. So that's great if you're going to be recording all day. On this channel, I'm going to continue to bring you the latest action camera news, reviews, and how-tos. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Now let's check out the camera. We have a power button. It's also the quick switch button, which allows you to quickly switch between modes that you're going to use most frequently. Here we have the shutter button for starting videos, taking pictures. The rear screen size is 2¼ inches. We also have a front screen. That screen is 1.4 inches. And the front screen is not only so you can see yourself, like if you're doing vlog style content, and actually is a touch screen. I really like the user interface on the Action 3. I think the buttons are laid out really well. They're easy to read, easy to navigate. Here we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. The large doors to access the battery and the SD card slot. It records in 4K up to 120 frames per second. The image stabilization is great. They call theirs rock steady. It also has horizon balancing, and with that, the camera can be turned up to 45 degrees in either direction, and the horizon is going to stay level. If you drop the resolution down to 2.7K, you get horizon steady. With horizon steady, you can actually rotate the camera 360 degrees and the horizon stays level. You can take photos as well, and it's waterproof up to 16 meters. DJI has its own app called DJI Mimo, and in the app you can control all the functions inside the camera, all your settings. It also has a place where you can store your photos and has editing tools if you want to do quick edits for social media. As far as issues with the camera, they have been having focus issues, and those videos are all over YouTube. And it appears to be that some people have them and some people don't. Now, DJI released a firmware that was supposed to fix that, and some people have said that it fixed it, some people have said that it doesn't. It might actually be a hardware problem as opposed to a software problem. But beware, if you are interested in the Osmo Action 3, there have been issues with focus. Hopefully they've been taken care of. One thing that plagues action cameras is overheating. I haven't had any issues with this overheating. I've been using, like I said, all day. As far as long sessions of recording, I've done that. I put it on the dash of my Jeep and let it record and haven't had any issues with it overheating. But one thing I have learned to do with any action camera, if you put it on your dash, is that I turn on the AC and turn it to the knob to point at the windshield, and that keeps cool air blowing across the unit. So that's going to keep just about any action camera from overheating. The X3 is a 360-degree camera, and you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. Way more stuff than you can do with a traditional action camera. I'll show you what I've done with mine in this video. I attached the X3 to the rear window of my Jeep Gladiator and fully extended the selfie stick and recorded in 360 mode as I drove down this switchback road. A 360 video allows the viewer to see the entire area by moving their phone or their mouse. The standalone version comes in at $449.99. And that's going to come with a protective pouch. The protective pouch is really nice because you can see these lenses, they stick out on both sides, which makes them susceptible to scratching. So this way, when you're storing it, you definitely want to store it in your protective pouch. You get a lens cleaning cloth and a USB-C cable. I purchased the Get Set kit, and that cost $486.99. And with that, you get the stuff that came with the standard kit, but you also will receive the invisible selfie stick. And there's not anything actually particularly special about the selfie stick. Essentially, how the camera works is it has these lenses on each side, and here is a blind spot where the cameras can't see. And the selfie stick hides in the blind spot, and the AI will stitch the two images together, removing the selfie stick and basically anything that is in the blind spot of the camera. You also get a lens cap cover. You definitely want to get this. So if you still want to have access to the touchscreen or anything like that, the lens protector on there, and now the camera lenses are safe and you still have access to the touchscreen. And you also get a 64 gig SD card, and 64 gigs is not a lot depending on how much you're shooting. If you're just doing short little clips, the 64 gigs is plenty, but if you're doing longer videos like I tend to do, you will run out. Now there are several kits you can choose from depending on how you want to use the 360 camera. Let's check out the camera. First, we got the power button, and right below that is the quick menu. So you push the quick menu button and you can have presets set in there based on whatever you're doing. So let's say you use yours to go scuba diving, you can have a scuba diving setting already built in there, quick menu, scuba diving, and you're ready to go. This actually down here is the shutter button. Here is the lens flip button. So when you're shooting in 360 mode, both cameras are recording at the same time all around you. But if you don't want to shoot into 360, you switch the lens and you're shooting front or back with only one lens. Here is the USB-C access port. Right below that is the battery, and that is where you would put your SD card. Now the battery lasts pretty good. I've been able to shoot all day on and off, get the shots that I wanted without having any issues with the batteries dying too quickly. As far as mounting, it doesn't have any kind of special proprietary mounting system. It just uses a 1/4 inch thread, which leaves you a lot of flexibility as far as buying accessories and mounting options. The touchscreen is really big. It's 2.29 inches. It shoots 360 degrees at 5.7K. Now that 5.7K is not going to be as clear as the Hero 11 because it's doing 360 view all around you, so it's putting in a lot of work. So you're not going to get the same image quality. In single shot mode, it shoots in 4K, so that would make it more comparable to a traditional action camera. so it shoots in 4K, very similar to the Osmo Action 3. It also comes with stabilization. Insta360 calls theirs flow state. The stabilization is great in this unit as well. It also has the horizon lock. You can flip the camera 360 degrees and the horizon is going to stay level. You can take 360-degree photos, and that's going to be 72 megapixels or 18 megapixels. In single lens mode, it takes 33 megapixel photos or 9 megapixels. Time lapse, hyperlapse, bullet time, and it's waterproof up to 10 meters. Insta360 also has their own app. You want to get comfortable with using the app if you're going to get a 360 camera, because that is really where you get to control and to create. So in 360 mode, it's taking a video of everything around you. So then after you get your video, you go into the app to reframe everything. If you want to do the features like, the tiny planet or any of those kind of things, the sky swap, you go and do all that through the app. So the app is where you really are going to create your videos. I think it's easier to show you how the Insta360 app works by demoing an easy sky swap video. It is super easy. All you have to do is extend the selfie stick, press record, and let the app take care of the rest. It also has a desktop studio. It doesn't have all of the features that you get with the app for your phone, but it is easier, I find, to kind of edit and everything for me personally on the desktop. So the X3 is a great camera for someone that was really trying to be creative, and they're going to put in all the work to reframe their videos, to learn how to do all the extra things, as opposed to put the GoPro on your helmet and head down the slopes and that's your video. So if you really are interested in being a creator and editing and learning all those different things, this is the camera for you. Now let's check out the OG of action cameras, the GoPro Hero 11 Black. The GoPro Hero 11 Black costs $499 if you buy it without a GoPro subscription. It costs $349.98 if you buy it with a subscription. I made a video explaining the GoPro subscription service to help you decide if it's right for you. I'll leave a link to that in the description. The GoPro comes with one Enduro battery, and it does last longer than the batteries in my old GoPro models, but it hasn't lasted as long as the battery in the Osmo Action 3. But that being said, the GoPro is a more powerful camera, so it's putting in more work, so it's running through battery faster. You get a curved adhesive mount, which is different than the flat one you get with the Osmo Action 3. The curve helps if you want to attach it to something like a helmet. You get a mounting buckle with a screw, USB-C charging cable, and this case. Now I wish both the Hero 11 and the Osmo Action 3 had a pouch similar to the Insta360 X3. You don't have those lenses sticking out with these cameras, but they still can get scratched up. Mine's are already getting scratched. So it'd be nice just to be able to throw it in a protective pouch to protect the lenses and the screen. And I can just throw it into my camera bag because I'm not going to take this. Okay, let's check out the camera. We have the power button that also works as a mode button. A long press will turn the camera on or off. A quick press moves quickly between modes. We got our shutter button, a 2.27 inch rear screen. We have a front screen that is 1.4 inches, but unlike the Osmo Action 3, it is not a touch screen, so you can't control any features from the front of the camera. We have our access door, and that's where we have our USB-C port. We have the battery and the SD card slot. The lens cover is removable like the Osmo Action 3. Now as far as features, this shoots in 5.7K, which is better than the Osmo Action 3, which comes in at 4K and has a better resolution than the 360 camera. In 4K, it can shoot all the way up to 120 frames per second, which is the equivalent of the Osmo Action 3. For stabilization, they have Hyper Smooth, also great stabilization. All three's camera stabilization is excellent. If you switch the camera into linear view, it has horizon lock. Do the 360 turn, it's gonna keep that camera locked. If you want to just worry about keeping the horizon level, you can use horizon leveling. For photos, it shoots in 27 megapixels, and you have time lapse, hyperlapse, and it's waterproof up to 10 meters. GoPro also has an app. In the app, you can upload and store your photos to the cloud. And one of the features that come along with the subscription, you can control all the features, get a larger view of what the camera is seeing. It also has the ability to edit videos quickly. All three of these cameras are nice, but personally, I like the GoPro the best. I think it has the best image quality between the three. And if you do the subscription, it only actually costs $20 more than the Osmo Action 3, so you're getting a lot more camera for basically the same price. And if you don't like the services that come with the subscription, just make sure to cancel it before it renews in a year. So you get a better camera for essentially the same price. And the Osmo Action 3 has the Adventure combo, but if you do the subscription program, you get the camera at the discount, and you also can buy accessories at the discount. So you could buy 2 more batteries with their charger and come out to right about the same price as the Osmo Action 3 Adventure combo. I was concerned about getting another GoPro because I've had past models that were giving me issues, overheating, error codes, not wanting to work with the media mod. I've put this one to the test and hadn't had any of those problems, so that's why I feel comfortable making it my go-to action camera. If your focus is on being creative, go with the X3. The only limit on you is your own imagination. If your primary concern is budget and you don't want to mess around with the GoPro subscription, or maybe you've been burned by a Hero camera in the past and you're still hurting, go with the Osmo Action 3. You got the cool front touchscreen, the magnetic mounting system, and it's a good camera. To see a side-by-side comparison of the Hero 11 and the Osmo Action 3, check out this video.